Today, we're going to look at the best dating apps for serious relationships. So if you're looking for this, I'm not crying. You're crying. In all seriousness, we're going to look at the top 3 dating apps for finding a serious relationship. No games, no riffraff. Stay tuned. Real quick, before we get started, if you're enjoying this video, you'd like to see more content, it'd really help out if you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. We've got some awesome dating advice and some other great content coming out soon. So let's get into the list. Our number 1 pick for the best dating app for finding a serious relationship is eHarmony. Now, if at any point during this video you feel like giving eHarmony a try or giving any of the other apps that we recommend a try, I've gone ahead and dropped some free trial links in the description box below, so that way you can get in there and check out things for yourself. Now, there's 3 things I want to tell you about eHarmony and why it made it to the top of our list. And to be honest, we could potentially just stop the list after this one because this dating site is so good about helping people find serious relationships. So the first thing I want to look at is the stats, right? And I want to give you 2 stats that eHarmony has given us that kind of frames this whole discussion. So number 1, over 2 million people have found a serious relationship on the app to date, which is pretty impressive. And the second stat is that breaks down to about every 14 minutes, somebody is finding love on eHarmony. So that alone right there should be exciting to somebody who's looking for a dating app that can help them find a serious relationship. The second thing I want to talk about is the process on eHarmony. And this is important because this is why the site is so good at helping people find serious and committed relationships. And it's because it's a little more in-depth of a process, right? So the sign-up questionnaire isn't 30 seconds. You can sign up quickly, but to actually fill out their questionnaire, it takes you about 40 to 45 minutes. Additionally, there's a ton of stuff you can fill on your profile, a lot more robust than some of the other dating apps out there. And because of that, because there's so much more that you've got to put into it, it really weeds out a lot of the riffraff that's just, that they're not serious. They just want to date casually. It kind of gets rid of all of that, which is pretty awesome. And then the third thing I want to talk about is the cost of eHarmony. eHarmony is slightly more expensive than a lot of the other dating apps out there. And if you do want to know what the most up-to-date cost is of eHarmony right now, if that's something that you're interested in knowing about, in the comments below, I do have a link to our eHarmony cost page that is regularly updated with the most up-to-date pricing with eHarmony. And this is kind of an interesting thing because a higher price, typically a lot of people would think, well, that's a big drawback. But when you're looking for a dating app that's going to help you find a serious relationship, this could actually be a positive because what that's going to do is the people that aren't taking the process seriously, the people that want to play games, that aren't really looking for that committed relationship, they're not going to be joining the memberships that cost a few bucks more. They're going to go to the free sites. They're going to go to the ones that are $5, $10 a month, things like that. So this is actually another, I think, a big positive for eHarmony. And again, the reason that it is number 1 on our list of best dating apps for finding a serious relationship. And again, if you want to check out eHarmony, I've got that free trial link for you down in the description box below. Number 2 on our list of the best dating apps for finding a serious relationship is Christian Mingle. Now, the Christian Mingle dating app is only going to be good for you if you're looking for a faith-focused relationship, and specifically a faith-focused relationship built around the Christian faith. One thing I do like to always point out about this app is that it's going to have Christians, people in their faith walk that are on all different ends of the spectrum. So you're going to have some people that have been Christians for decades and they're at church multiple times a week. And then you're going to have some people that are very new to it. Maybe they've just made that commitment and they're just still kind of figuring things out. So don't feel like, if you're not in church 30 times a week that you can't use the Christian Mingle dating app. Quick stat I want to give you about the Christian Mingle dating app is, according to the site, there are about 15 million singles on the site. Now, I don't believe that every single one of those is currently active because obviously if the site's doing a good job of people, linking people up, there's going to be a little crossover there. But From all the testing I've done and from when I used this site back in the day, always found quite a few great high quality singles in a bunch of different areas. And the last thing I want to touch on about why the Christian Mingle dating app is such a good place for finding a serious relationship is it really just comes down to how people of faith typically approach relationships, right? Normally they're not looking for hookups. They're not looking for very casual dating. Usually the intent is to eventually find someone to marry. So that lends itself really well to making this a great app for helping you find a serious relationship. And again, if you want to give Christian Mingle a try, in the description box below, I do have that free trial link for you, so you can get in there and you can kind of search around and check things out for yourself. And the third and final dating app on our list of the best dating apps for finding a serious relationship is Catholic Match. Now, again, this is another dating app that's built around faith-focused relationships. So if you're not somebody who identifies with a particular faith group, eHarmony is going to be the best pick for you. But if you happen to be Catholic, this is definitely a dating app you're going to want to check out. And there's a few reasons that we're big fans of this. So first of all, it is the largest Catholic dating site there is. So, you're going to have more options, more choices, and that's definitely always going to be a big win. Number two, this dating app is endorsed by Catholic leaders. So if you're, worried about the app or you want to know if it's something that the church is going to approve of, this dating app has already been approved by numerous Catholic leaders. And again, the reason that this dating app succeeds as one that can help you find serious relationships is the same reason that Christian Mingle does. The goal of the app and the way that a lot of people of faith approach dating is trying to find a spouse, trying to find a wife, trying to find a husband, trying to find somebody to marry. And Catholic Match does an absolute masterful job of really driving the conversations and the interactions on the dating app towards that. And one little aside here, if you go on to Christian Mingle, there's actually an option on there to put that you are Catholic. And if you go on to Catholic Match, there's also an option to kind of say that you're Christian. So you're going to see a little bit crossover between the two. So if you happen to be, potentially kind of, in between the two faiths, or you're not exactly sure where you go, I recommend checking out those free trials. You can search around, see what the different singles look like on there. And I think pretty quickly, once you get in there, you're going to be able to figure out which is the best fit for you. Well, that brings us to the end of our list of the best dating apps for finding a serious relationship. And before you go, two quick things. Number one, if you enjoyed the content, I would love it if you could hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out. And then it also helps us to keep bringing you some really awesome content. Number two, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the best dating apps for finding a serious relationship. If you've had an experience before, or if you're about to go sign up and try one out, drop that down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. So again, thank you so much for joining me. My name's Jason with healthyframework.com. I'm going to play you out with some of that beautiful deer footage from the beginning of the video. Have a good one, guys.